I can't believe it, man. Joe Pavelski, 4 goals in one game. Dallas Stars lose. Leon Draisaitl the next night, 4 goals in one game. Edmonton Oilers lose. This, like, I know people are not necessarily hockey pilled here, but this is a statistically extraordinarily unlikely event. To score 4 goals in a game with one individual means you're scoring at least 4 goals a game as a team. To then lose, to have both of them lose after that stat is it's not unfathomable, but it's quite unlikely. I do love a statistically unlikely event. Just gives you something to think about. You know what does Daniel Kahneman say? Whenever something surprising happens, the lesson you should take away from it is that the world is always surprising. It's a little quote you can roll around in your head a little bit. I must know the results of the Star Wars Sam Yo ride. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. Just because it was actually themed. I mean, it's extremely bat-chest, okay? It started with like a Star Wars crawl that was like 30. But Sam Yo is a campy guy. He did a 30-minute Moulin Rouge ride in full makeup. He did an 80s video store ride where he like pretended he was your Top Gun, like air traffic controller or whatever, and walked you through a mission. It's a different vibe than like, hey, we're gonna play John Cougar Mellencamp, and then hey, we're gonna play Bruce Springsteen. Then we're going back to John Cougar Mellencamp. He went for it, and I respect that. They added the Star Wars wipes as a transition. So instead of just like the cameras flipping like jump cuts, it was like the scroll from one side of the screen to the other. It was clever. You know, I had a good time, but I did not add it to my favorites, I think. I prefer the Top Gun ride, just because songs with words are better than songs without words, no disrespect. It also did reinforce for me that like Star Wars would probably be like a 7 out of 10 from its creation if John Williams didn't exist. Hey, librarian. I didn't know you were going to be here today. Thank you. Please tell me you're not watching your phone in the corner of like some occupational function right now or some social gathering. They don't know I'm a YouTube clip channel. If you are, you can still refund the subscription here. Or the subscription charge, I'm sure. Sorry, I was a little bubbly burp there. I mean, any movie would be worse without its score? Yeah, probably. But Star Wars would be like a lot worse. When they're in the asteroid scene and they don't have the do 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 do, you know that, or Duel of the Fates or something. Come on. And then right after Sam Yo going all in on his Star Wars ride, I did a 30-minute Jen Sherman My Mixtape ride. I hate to say, I shouldn't even say this. It's actually, I'm going to get invited to the haters ball. It's the first Peloton class I ever thumbs down. Almost the entire class was at 100 cadence, which is just like psychotic. And then she had the audacity to not pedal for like 30% of the ride. Like she would call out the call outs, the cadence and the resistance. Then she would just stand up and be like, you can do it. So already she's making me suffer and she's not suffering with me. And then she spent the whole ride doing shout outs, but she like doesn't care. I don't know if she needs glasses or something, but she like reads the name and then points at them and is like, how many rides is that? And they're like, I don't know. And she's like, I don't know either. It looks like 400 to me. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what do we do? We're just marking time here. I gave it a thumbs down because I was like, she's just not, her heart's not in it. Plus, she gave us almost no hills. It was almost exclusively like just high cadence. Then 30-minute Bradley Rose 2000s ride. I gave that a thumbs up and added it to favorites. Why did I add it to favorites? One simple reason. Well, two simple reasons. A, the class was pretty good. And B, track 2. Ooh, 2000 Gorillaz Soul Child remix, FIFA 2002 core. You think being a Peloton instructor is a cushy job? So this is the thing that's like, people will say like those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. But straight up, like, they're in the glass house with me. I'm throwing stones within the glass house. I think it's a cushy job. I'm not throwing a stone outside of my house. We're both in kind of the same business. It's a side gig? No, it's like this. It's like a side gig that if you get hired by Peloton is lucrative enough to make it your main gig. For the instructors make like mid six figures. I don't even know about the stock options. Here's the thing. Obviously, the stock options kind of tanked over the last couple of years, but if you're still getting comp, then you're getting proportionally more shares right now. Well, I don't know if that's true, actually, now that I think about it. But also, I like Emma Lovewell. She's one of my favorite instructors. I think she programs good rides. But I'm here to tell you, Emma, this is from a place, it's just a place of tough love, okay? She has a new book that came out. Every Peloton instructor writes a book now about how inspiring it is to ride a stationary bike. Her book is called, her name is Emma Lovewell. The book is called Live, Learn, Love Well, Lessons from a Life of Progress, Not Perfection. I'm sorry. We need to cut that down just a little bit. My 2 cents is that it's a little cheesy, okay? Now, there are some other Peloton books. Here's Alex Toussaint wrote one. It's just called Activate Your Greatness. Okay, it doesn't sound like a book that I want to read necessarily, but it's snappy, it's quick, it seems on brand. You got XOXO Cody, An Opinionated Homosexual's Guide to Self-Love, Relationships, and Tactful Pettiness. Okay, it tells me everything I need to know right there. Speak. Find your voice, trust your gut, and get from where you are to where you want to be. By Tunde. All right, I get it. Raise the Bar, How to Push Beyond Your Limits and Build a Stronger Future You by Ben Aldis. 0% chance I'm reading that. But, I mean, all of those titles clear. Live, Learn, Love Well, Lessons from a Life of Progress, Not Perfection. Come on, man. You weren't kidding? All of them write books? That isn't even, there's one more. Shut Up and Run. How to Get Up, Lace Up, and Sweat with Swagger by Robin Arzon. There's like 7 Peloton instructor books. Shut Up and Run is kind of a great name, though. What's there to know? Oh my God, the first review of Emma Lovewell's book comes from Joanna Gaines. It's a callback. I've got nothing against Emma. She's probably the instructor I've taken, if I had to guess, the 3rd most classes with. Number 1's got to be Sam Yo. Number 2 is probably Dennis. Number 3 would be Emma. I'm just saying, okay? No London? That was yesterday. It's literally yesterday. You're coming into Taco Tuesday. You're coming into Taco Wednesday with a Taco Tuesday spirit. You're going to KFC and thinking it's Toonie Tuesday, and you're like, I'll take a 2-piece combo with fries, no drink. And they're like, that'll be $6.17. And you're like, what the hell? It's Toonie Tuesday. No, it's not, brother. It's freaking normal price Thursday now. It is not $2.22 for 2 pieces of chicken and French fries. It's $6.17. Is this a real thing? Maybe we still have Toonie Tuesday. Toonie Tuesday, KFC. Let me see. On Tuesdays through June 4th, you can get 2 pieces of dark meat chicken or chicken tenders for just $2.99. Toonie Tuesday is hanging on by a damn thread. It used to be $2 when I was in high school, and it was any 2 pieces of chicken and fries, I think. Then it became $2.22. Now it's $2.99, and you can only get dark meat chicken, which is fine, and no fries. It's like soon it's going to be, it's Toonie Tuesday. You can enter the restaurant for $200. Toonie Tuesday is back. Well, sort of, except now it's called Tuesday. Twosday. Hey, NL Banger tweet today. Thank you. I don't know where it came from. I was just in the shower and my head went, it starts with 1 ring. And then the rest just came to me over the next like 2.5 minutes. $5 billion worth of gold. I mean, if we're going southwest of Tunisia, could be Nigeria. 95% is west of Nigeria. It's like Ghana, Senegal. Oh. Ghana. Is it Ghana? It turned yellow. It's Ghana! Let's go! Oh. What do you mean the Ivory Coast? You see ivory on here? If anything, it should be the Gold Coast, but I'm pretty sure that's in Australia. Start me in Senegal. No, wait, it was Ghana. Start me in Ghana. Oh! Oh, it's gonna be hard to beat that one. It finally happened. World Tradle and Globla lined up. Are you Denmark? Is this an archipelago? And this is like there's something up with the scale here. Give me a Denmark. It's not Denmark. It's southwest of Denmark. It's the Netherlands. The heck is Netherlands Antilles? May the fourth be with you. It is the Netherlands. Okay, we got there. Never noticed that out of context, the Netherlands looks like a man figure skating while urinating on top of his own head. That wasn't a bit. No offense if you're from Europe. I know, like, in context, I know almost all the countries, okay? Out of context, one of them is shaped like a boot. That's about it. The rest are, you know, like the chicken nuggets you get at the bottom of the box. They're not the ones that are, like, fully formed. They're the ones that got crushed during transit. So, like, why don't you have some fucking respect, okay? We got there. Oh, you don't know, this is the North Sea, and this is in Zealand where they built the levees, and of course this is where they had that famous fight with Bohemia. We didn't learn that shit, okay? We barely learned about like the First World War. Just have some human decency, okay? Call me when Marvel makes a movie about Spider-Man, but he's Dutch. Then maybe I'll learn something about the shape of the nation. Belgian Spider-Man. Oh, man. That would be good. I'm from Belgium. Isn't that weird? His name is Tom Holland. That is true. Okay, September 5th, 2014. A Walt Disney movie did pretty well. This could still be... It's probably... Frozen had to clear $1 billion. That's not even a sensible guess. I'd be inclined to say we're going to know these, but I can't guess any of them just offhand. Paramount Pictures made a reasonable amount of money. I mean, it's a lot. It's enough, at least. The genre is science fiction, action, adventure, comedy starring Megan Fox. Okay, it's a Transformers, man, but I don't know. There's Transformers, then like Revenge of the Fallen. Then it was like... Dark of the Moon. So it's got, maybe it's The Last Night. Maybe it's Age of Extinction. Maybe it's not a Transformers movie. 20th Century Fox. It's a comedy. It's Get Hard. Just had to take a chance. Jake Johnson. Okay, this is, I know him. He's from New Girl. It's Tag. It's not Tag. I'm running out of guesses. Actor 2. Damon Wayans Jr. I do not know this movie. Okay, let's close this one out for a second. I'm in trouble. Warner Brothers, a drama. 40 mil, not too bad for a drama in September. Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm fucked, dude. I'm totally screwed. Let's close this one out. I really only know Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2. She's in. So... And then Relativity. It's an action crime thriller starring Pierce Brosnan. I'm dead. I'm dead. I have no idea. Megan Fox and Will Arnett. Okay, wait a minute. This is Lego Batman. Oh. Tagline. Mysterious, dangerous, reptilious. You've never seen heroes like this. Teenage... This is TMNT. Yeah. Oh, this is Teenage Mutant... Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Oh, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja. Is Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the... Okay, I reveal all hints. When a kingpin threatens New York City, a group of mutated turtle warriors must emerge from the shadows to protect their home. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? But that's the reason I didn't pick that is because that's the title of the first movie as well. I thought they were going to be like, this didn't come out in 1991, you idiot. There should be like a rule. It should be like the name of the movie should be the primary key. You can't name a movie the same thing that the movie was already named. Otherwise, it would create an error in the database. New no-nos. No movie ever gets named the same as another movie. You've always got to come up with a new name. Let's just... you know what? Let me just get actor 2. Okay, never mind. Reveal all hints. Mia Hall, a talented young cellist, thought the most difficult decision she would ever have to make would be whether to pursue her musical dreams at prestigious Juilliard or follow her heart to be with the love of her life, Adam, a rock singer-guitarist. Life is so hard. However, a car wreck changes everything in an instant. And now Mia's life hangs in the balance. Suspended between life and death, Mia faces a choice that will decide her future. This is The Fault in Our Moons. I don't know this, just to be honest. If I Stay, okay? Don't know that one. If I Stay. If you're 15, it's goated. The actual choices you make as an adult is like, am I really going to go to McDonald's again? I was just there. I was just there on Sunday. It's only Wednesday. Am I really going to... Oh, I'm in the line. I'm in the drive-thru now. Should I go to Juilliard or... should I stay with my insanely famous rock star boyfriend? I don't know it, but I think I'm going to know it. It's Kingdom Hearts 1. Metacritic score not rated. I don't know what this is. It didn't say too old, though. Original platform PC. Is this Team Fortress 1? First-person shooter platformer? I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I knew it. I have no idea what this is. Release 2020 early access. Okay, that's maybe is it Ultra Kill? I know this game is very popular. It is Ultra Kill. Literally just context clues.
Play Ultra Kill. At least that's what a lot of indie devs are doing these days. The influence of Ultra Kill seems to be more and more prevalent across my recommendations page. I've already talked about this masterpiece before, and I have an LED picture frame displaying its live Twitter feed next to my bed, so the first thing I can do every morning is caress it longingly.
I know some of the boomer shooters. What's the religious one? Not Doom. Not Dusk. Oh, it is Dusk. Yeah, it's Dusk. Sorry. The one with the slide. I'm familiar with some of the boomer shooters.
Dusk isn't super flashy or quirky, it's not trying to butt-chug your adrenaline with relentless subversion, but it's well-paced, an evolution of boomer shooter that builds on the formula without abandoning the principles that made it work in the first place. Game is good, white with a pinch of blue, now stop recommending it to me.
What's the one that's Blank Squad? The one that looked like it would make me throw up and everyone's like, you've got to play it, it's so subversive, it's actually really good. But then I never played it. Cruelty Squad, that's it. Got a surface level awareness of more things than you'd expect and a deep level knowledge of almost nothing. Okay, this shit is throwing me for a loop, man, because they've been spying on us. We just did a bunch of gardening last night and like cleaned a bunch of stuff on our patio, and we're talking about how to rearrange our patio stuff. And then this ad is for the Home Depot patio furniture. I don't know it on the first blush, but let's see. I don't know it on second blush, but we're going to get there. I don't know it on third blush. I don't know it on fourth blush. I'm starting to believe I'm not going to get this one. I don't even know what this could be. Robots are getting killed by a cybernetic psychoactive soldier. There was a game, a first person or a third person shooter with psychic powers, and it was called Psycho. No. It was called. I don't know it. I simply don't know it. I'm skipping. Titanfall 2? That was not what I was going to guess. I was thinking of PsyOps. You're right. I was thinking of PsyOps. Listen, I like that they're hard sometimes. It would have been nice to see like a Titan in the image. I'm inverted on Titanfall. I played a ton of Titanfall 1, which I thought the multiplayer was amazing, but everyone said, I'm not going to buy that shit because it doesn't have a single-player campaign. Then in Titanfall 2, they're like, guess what? There's a single-player campaign. Then nobody bought that shit until it was $1.99 on Origin because they didn't play Titanfall 1. They were like, I think I'm missing something. I don't know, I don't understand the Titanfall lore. And now they spend the next 10 years trying to atone for their mistake. Please, stop making Apex Legends. It makes too much money. Make a new Titanfall instead. I know I paid 4% of what the original retail price was for it, and the game lost a ton of money, but please, I'm sorry.
People speculate the reasons this game died like it's a murder mystery political cover-up and Weezer album rolled up into one. Everyone has a good idea of why it happened, but they can't help but wonder, what if things had gone differently? The fact that many of you, myself included, didn't know anything of this before Apex Legends is frankly kind of unforgivable. That's not to say Apex doesn't have some of its own intense firefights. I put a good 100 hours in on Pathfinder and Octane combined. But half of the match is preparing and looting and hiding, waiting for stuff to happen. You don't wait in Titanfall. The whole match is a non-stop fight, with way more peaks than there are valleys. This is by far the most top-shelf, finely tuned movement game I played in a very long time. Here's the good news. Recently it dropped on Steam and people are realizing how much this game bangs, so you really have no excuse to not own it anymore.
I've never gotten so many +2s for an anti-gamer take. The world has turned and found me here. This is Dragon Ball. They don't have a single Dragon Ball. Oh, there it's probably Budokai Tenkaichi 3, if I had to guess. Okay, one-time clue. It's Bethesda. It's Bethesda and Arcane. Oh, okay. Well, that's the greatest clue of all time. It's Deathloop. I literally only know it's Deathloop because everyone's complaining about how Redfall is bad. And then people were that resurfaced Deathloop in the conversation, and thus brought it to the top of my mind. You played it? I played Deathloop for like an hour or two. Well, listen, I'm not saying the reviewers are wrong, but like the reviews for Deathloop came out and it was like 91 on Metacritic or something like that, and I was like, my ass I wouldn't play an 85, but I'll play a 91. And then I played it for 2 hours, and I was like, I don't get it. It's just like a lot of the stuff that reviews well in a AAA context, I end up not enjoying that much. It's not because I'm like needlessly contrarian, it's just I think we're looking for different things. When an indie game is in the 90s, I'm like, oh shit. Subset Games came out with a new game, let's go. I'm not needlessly contrarian. You know what? You're just fucking not as smart as quick as I am. Because when I played Deathloop, I was like, I had a decent time. And people were like, why do you hate it? It's so good. Now it's 2 years later and people are like, oh yeah, I forgot about that game. It was kind of mid. My mid alarm went off, pew, pew, when I was actually playing it. Everybody else was like, whoa, this game looks so cool and unique. 2 years later, they're like, I forgot it even existed. You're too eager to get in with the new hotness. Now remember, I only came for you because you came for me. Vampire Survivors is getting a TV show. Hope you've got a 1,000 hertz refresh rate on your TCL. 2017. Oh no. Beloved by the critics, hated by the audience. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Okay, well that's literally the easiest Rotten Tomatoes daily of all time. See, on movies, the critics get it right. And we'll just leave it at that. Not going well on that one. I mean, we've had good guesses on some of the other ones. It's just Chrono Photo kind of bodied us today. Oh my God, look at this. How did they get this photo of of my house. That's it right there. You could see me on the patio in the back waving. Hello. Submitted by Kate L. Presented by Heidi Seagren with Compass. What, did we lose Fleischman? What happened to Heidi Fleischman Compass? Jan Levinson Gould? Well, just Gould now. They've built their own environment to shield them from the elements. It also appears that there's a golf course on the property. I'm going to start the bidding at $20 million. I'm going up there, man. It's a little high. Okay, it's in North Barrington, Illinois. You can tell it's serious. The whole basement is made of mahogany, and there's a chessboard set up, which signals to the buyer that only smart people live in this house, even though, if I had to guess, the ELO of the homeowners is probably in the 400s. I would still put this, let me get like a 13 million. I mean, it's a sprawling estate. That's still too high. Okay. I mean, look at this thing. It's 11,000 square feet. It's got Venetian marble floors. It's got an atrium. Like, this is like a university library or something like that. Like, this is, I'm not going under 11 million. This is insane. I am going on. It's 1.53 acre lot built in 1994, privately gated within a gated community. When you really can't trust anybody, not even yourself. It has a massage room, a 1,200 bottle wine cellar. The 1,200 bottle wine cellar? Come on. And you can't afford $9 million, but you can afford 1,200 bottles of wine. Also, just let me say it, this house was owned by an old person. Look at the size of this thing. Look at this flat screen, angularly mounted to the wall. It's like 19 inches. Come on. It is Michael Scott. And if you get the world's tallest masseuse, it just you can just fold it right back into the wall. It is mounted on a mirror too. That's just wait, but how does the mirror know that like this part of the screen is here? I don't even remember what I just guessed, but I'm going down to 7.5, but it's kind of throwing me. It's still too high. I've got one more guess. 5 beds, 8.5 beds. What was my last guess? 7.5? I'm not going under 6. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm not going under 6.5. It was a tough one. It was $3.6 million. Is it an old gas station or something like that? Is it on top of like poison land? It's 11,000 square feet on a golf course. That's unbelievable. Honestly, I appreciate that it was so difficult, but holy cow. It's 100 miles from the city. Bro, you would just bring this, go grocery shopping, bring the city to you. It's 11,000 square feet. I guess you have to have a live-in masseuse. This is not like you can just be like, hey, drive from Chicago to North Barrington. My starting guess was 55 million, so don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. This is crazy to me. That house being 3.6 million American is like, I mean, it's actually, I know I've asked this question 1,000 times over my career. What is it called in economics when something is so cheap that it becomes less desirable because you get scared? Like if a hamburger was like $4, you'd be like, wow, that's a steal. But if a hamburger was 75 cents, you'd be like, I'll take the chicken tenders. Does it have a name? It has a name. I've read a couple of Daniel Kahneman books in my life, okay? Also, like, I'm just going to say it, 1,200 bottle wine cellar, get a life. Get a hobby that's not drinking and pretending you play chess. I saw a distribution today that showed the distribution of Blitz ratings across chess.com. Did you know the median Blitz rating on chess.com is like 610 or something like that? That means if you're a 6'11", you're an above average Blitz player. That's crazy. I thought the average would be like 1,000. People are so ass at chess, man. I had no idea. Most people quit after a game or two. Yeah, but isn't the starting rating like 1,200 or something? What's your rating? Well, I mean, I played on Monday or something like that. I started at 1300, I won like 6 games in a row while also parenting my child at exactly the same time. Like it was like Thanos. I was made for it. This might sound idiotic. I don't know where this is. It looks like Stonehenge, but it also does not look like Stonehenge. But it does, like, this dude's got me, you can't really see him. He's got me thinking that this is Stonehenge. Because this guy looks very British to me. But then also, I'm like, you got me thinking this is not Stonehenge. You got me thinking, I know you can't see, I can move my camera for this one. I put myself in this very judgmental spot. This guy is a time traveler sent here to stop like the world from exploding or something like that. There's absolutely no doubt that this guy traveled from the future to avert some disaster. The hell's going on? But this dude's literally sitting on Stonehenge. You could do that? You could just sit on Stone. Like, it's crazy. Oh, this must be Stonehenge, okay? You're right, that is Mila Jovovich. This must be Stonehenge, but there is a part of me as well that thinks that this is not Stonehenge and instead this is actually like, Lebanon or something. One second, I'm just making sure everything's okay out here. So I see my daughter outside, but I don't see my wife outside. But she might just be a little down the stairs. I mean, no, she's like gated in. But she could also like open the gate. Like she's old enough to open a gate. It's the Mad Moon. Oh, hello. She was out there. Sorry, my dad's sense is still, it compels me to supervise until I know that I get the all clear signal. I haven't gotten the all clear signal yet. Okay, that's the all clear. I don't know where Stonehenge is, but I have to, in Time Guesser, you should always follow your gut. I'm pretty sure that Stonehenge is like here. I'm going to say, I mean, I guess I could probably just zoom in, but that's no fun. I'm going to assume it's a bus ride from London. I say it's probably right near Newbury. And this is 1949. It's 1956. Oh, you're pretty close to where Stonehenge is, though. Celtic priests gather at Stonehenge for the 1956 summer solstice. Considering how little I know about Stonehenge, except it gives you plus 10 faith permanently if you build it first in Civ, thought that was pretty good. This is Venice. This is judgmental. This is body shaming. I apologize. It's the worst haircut of all time. It's actually, like, it's horrible. It's really, really bad. It's the Mao haircut. I don't even know if it's a haircut or if it just, like, grows that way. The man's looking like Gary Oldman in Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is obviously Venice. I'm going to assume that you're around here. It's 1953. American actor Kirk Douglas in Italy for the Venice Film Festival promoting The Baddie and the Beautiful. It's a remake of The Hottie and the Naughty, I guess. It's pretty good. This is someone holding a Toblerone well on top of the Matterhorn, I must assume. So funny. Okay, so the Matterhorn is in Switzerland somewhere, but it's also in Disneyland, which is very confusing. Maybe the Matterhorn is not the name of the mountain. Maybe it's the name of the mountain in Disneyland. And it's in Switzerland, they don't call it that. It's probably called like the Ringelspitz instead. And this, to me, this looks like 2019. It's 2020, and it's on, it's on the other side. What's it called? Oh, the Matterhorn! Who knew? 34,445. Okay. Could have been better. We got two more. We got listed, we got travel. Oh, man. This house, you're going to laugh. Maybe you're not going to laugh. Maybe you're going to say that it's based. I think this house is cute, man. Like, it's a little small, probably, for my needs with a young child that's growing older. But I think it's kind of cute. This looks like a house in Norway or something like that. I will say I think this is going to be on the cheap end, though. Let's start at like 200,000. Might be a bit of a low ball. It's in Chattanooga. It gets hotter than a roo-da-doo-da. Okay, it's a little lower than 300, though. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. I'm going to say this was built. I mean, the accents on the front scream. You know, actually, this house is ugly as shit. Sorry. At first, I thought I liked it, but now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what's up with this? Like, is this gray, like vinyl siding? And then it clashes with the wood in the front door. They got it just out of like a garage sale or something like that. And then the proportions are all messed up. Like, it looks like the first floor is like half the height of this, whatever's going, or is this even space? Like, what's going on? I don't know. I hate it. I do like these young trees, though. You're not wrong. When you thought it was Norwegian, you liked it? Well, yeah, like, no disrespect, I'd rather live in, like, this house in Oslo than this house in Chattanooga. No disrespect. I mean, if it was in Nashville, maybe, but Chattanooga? It's $289. You got it. It's sold for $289. This is not fair because it's previously sold for $30,000, but it was probably just the land. Although the land is that's pretty cheap, admittedly. And then they built something and then they flipped it. Okay, so fair enough. I hate flippers. What if it was like a decrepit piece of crap? What if it was a decrepit piece of garbage, a condemnable rat nest before? Can you be nicer to my hometown? I didn't say anything mean about it. I just said I'd rather live in Oslo. Maybe you've got an inflated sense of self if you think that Chattanooga, Tennessee holds a candle to like a Scandinavian world capital. Maybe you should have more respect for Chattanooga. I'm sure they got good stuff there. Access to the University of Tennessee. Good schools, a great place to raise a family, room to grow, relatively cheap land prices. But you want me to say, downtown Chattanooga goes pretty hard. I've never been to Oslo, but downtown Chattanooga, I'd have a hard time believing that Oslo could even hold a candle. You know, we're getting the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company next year. Like this, I'm not trying to say that it's not a good place to live. I'm just saying it doesn't compare to Oslo. My expectation is that it doesn't, okay? It's been 9 months. I still don't understand the stream title. You know what? There's no such thing as a stupid question. What does it mean to say, when you say they call them dulls, but they're anything but? In English, the word dull means not interesting, unentertaining, unworthy of remarking upon. Even though it's spelled differently here, D-L-E-E-S, we're saying they're not dull. We're saying that they're actually exciting. Now, why do we call them the dulls? Because many of them are named blank dull with a prefix in front that indicates the theming of the quiz. I'd like to consider myself more of a skill player. Let's buy Chloe Crockett as well. Holy cow. Dab on him. Oh. All right. And I was all about that base. It's so annoying to me that Apollo loves Meghan Trainor, dude. It's so irritating to me. So you think you know somebody. Who is Meghan Trainor? I'm not going to give you the curse of knowledge, okay? Meghan Trainor is a known teacher hater. She said F teachers on a podcast and then barely apologized. I literally don't care. I just don't like her music. I don't need another reason to dislike her as an artist. Like, the only reason I'm aware of her existence in the first place is because she sings. They do fight in hockey. They don't fight as much as they used to. It's a contentious issue for some people. I find it kind of cringe when I go to like a Canucks game and then we're getting our ass beat and then everyone in the crowd starts cheering when like the worst player on our team is like, hey, I'm going to start punching this other guy. It just seems unnecessary to me. It's just that easy. What an insane goal. What, you've never seen this one before? I just don't know why hockey's the only sport where people are like, oh, it's over. Where people are like fighting, like has to be part of the game. I get they're like bumping into each other, but like in the NFL, when tensions overflow and then people get into like a fist fight, people are like, there's no room for that in this game. Sure, there's room for like, I don't know, 7 decades of a legacy of head trauma, but there's no room for throwing fisticuffs at each other. Meanwhile, in the NHL, they're like, you have to let them police themselves a little bit. See, that's what happens when the... Oh, please skate forwards. Please, please. But it's just... I think it's just... The answer is probably just because it's been that way for so long. Chirp, 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 chirp. Insane play. She's so fast. She's so fast. Stevie Lauder has added Kelly Jelly to the list of players he wants to practice with in the offseason. She's so good. She's so good. She's so good. Does hockey have good memes like basketball? Nothing compares to the r/NBA memes. Oh, imagine though. But hockey's got some decent ones. Does anybody else think it's a fluke that Nashville beat Chicago? I get that it feels bad to have such a good season and then have it end unceremoniously in just 4 games. We should run it back. I mean, all sports subreddits have some good ones. If you remove all of Patrick Mahomes' good games, he's merely an average quarterback. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Goal! Like, we know this isn't how you expected this season to end. We know this isn't what you wanted. We can't apologize. Like, all we can say is, I forget the exact quotes, but LeBron is like a meme generator himself. Here go 2 more for y'all, for example. I know way too... The Twitter algorithm assumes I'm an enormous fan of the NBA for some reason. I followed the saga of Dylan Brooks from his highest highs to his lowest lows. I've never seen him dribble a ball in my entire life. But I have seen him go... And I have seen him say he doesn't respect LeBron James because he's 40, and then lose the series, and then be told that he's not coming back to the Memphis Grizzlies under any circumstance. And then I've seen about 1,000 meme images of the commissioner of the NBA saying, "Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy," which is a really, really funny image. Oh, baby! And his hands are like this. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. The NBA's just got amazing meme potential. I don't know how they do it. Can't go short side on that one. You got to go cross crease. Noted. Get your pocket picked, then get killed. I own you. Oh, what a pass! It's insane! Dude, I'm unstoppable! The whole play was beautiful. Look at this. Greatest saucer pass of all time. Split the D. Tape-to-tape pass into the one-timer. The lobs are actually, they're doing some work. I was skeptical, but I can't deny it. Oh, well, until they hit the back of her skate. I guess I can't be that mad. It's 6-0. Oh! Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Me speaking to the referee goaltender. By the way, for those of you asking, there was indeed the Cantina theme on my 30-minute Star Wars Sam Yo ride this morning. But I know you want to bat chest it. I'm sorry to inform you, it was a son of a bitch. It was a period of active recovery. It was not a push. It wasn't like, hey, we're gonna I want you to like climb hard out of the saddle during the dun 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 dun. Dun. It was just 80 to 100 cadence, 35 to 40 resistance. You know, you're just enjoying yourself. An old sage offers to teach your goalie a new technique. Gain goalie fart, but he can't catch with his glove anymore, or gain goalie headshot, but your blocker is smaller. The hell is goalie headshot? I mean, the glove is pretty important. So is the blocker. He'll headshot with his blocker. I would rather have him possibly fart and knock over people. I know that he loses his glove side as a result. But it is what it is. We just can't let them get a shot off. Oh god, this is going to be nonstop farting. Because we got a farter on our team. And then we got farters on the enemy team as well. And we always... No, not again. Not again. Stop it! Loop it around. No, you're not knocking me off. Okay, you've knocked me off. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan! You can fart as much as you want! We weren't going for the one-timer that time. We're just carrying it in. Okay, strategy has been changed. Pray I don't change it further. He's too fast. He's too fast to fart on. You don't see that too much. You see the snipe here? Everybody's too busy passing gas to see the pass. Look, it's going to McShaggy. Just kidding. Ooh. Please. I was going to say, you can score one. I'm not letting you score two. Because I can't bear the farts any longer. I'm not even scared. And maybe that's the scary part. Is like I should be scared. I'm genuinely not even scared. Like look at she's too speedy. You can't stop me. He doesn't even have a stick, man. He took one from the bench to do a celebration. This is the greasiest thing I've ever seen. Dude skated to the bench to get his stick so he could celebrate. It's just disrespectful. You know the other thing the Twitter algorithm thinks about me is that for some reason I'm like crazy about the Hunger Games. I'm getting a lot of tweets on my For You page, the algorithmically generated For You page, that are like, the way Katniss ate when she took a bow in front of the director in the Hunger Games 1. And I was like, I don't even know. I saw that movie in theaters, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't believe that didn't go in. Are you a Peteness man? What is that the? Wait, but that's not a ship, right? Because Peeta and Katniss are canonically in a relationship together. Isn't that just being someone who lives in reality? That's still a ship. You can ship people who have already arrived? I'm not familiar with all that. Yes, but some people don't like it. I don't really have an opinion either way. I'm just confused. Sorry, but Peeta is an effing P word. Excuse me. We don't say that word here. Outside of certain contexts. But also, what would you do? You're going to be like, oh yeah, dude, if I was in the Hunger Games, I definitely would have just killed all those people. They were kids, you monster. I would have done what Peeta did and just, what did he do? Bury himself in moss or something? Use his family's knowledge of, like, horticulture in order to make it seem like he died, but actually he was just chilling? Painted his face to look like a rock. That's right. Every generation has its media property that is like, what if kids had to murder each other on television? You got Lord of the Flies, Battle Royale, The Hunger Games, Maze Runner, Teletubbies. I've never actually seen Teletubbies until yesterday. And I watched like half of one episode. because my daughter thought it looked interesting. And so it starts, and like all the Teletubbies are like just hanging out, going like, and then one of them, well, they all have like a TV in their stomach, I guess. One of their TVs starts playing, and it's like it takes them to a video. It's a song about like bubbles. Okay, you got me. She's supposed to be on my team. And how much you love bubbles. So I listen to like 4 minutes of this bubble song, and then they zoom out and go back to the Teletubbies, and they go, tee tee, again, again. And then they just go straight back to watching the exact same video again. Okay, I guess we will train in this case then, instead of rest. So you just like every video, they like watch it twice or something like that? Like it seemed very strange to me. It's proven to be good for kids to hear the same thing multiple times. I mean, they could just watch the episode twice. I don't see why we gotta subject the adults to it too. Also, you can just say like you liked it as a kid. You don't have to like make up a scientist that's like, oh, actually the Teletubbies, kids who watch the Teletubbies statistically do better on their GCSEs than kids who don't. Like, we could just be like, I liked it as a child because I didn't have any standards. Like, it wasn't meant to be a personal attack. It's not a show for adults anyway. I'm just saying. Focus. We outshot them 14-1. I mean, revert back a goal seems like you have to take it when you know you're going up against a nightmare boss. I mean, we're up against them next, man. Give me 8 accuracy to all players, and we're already back against the golfers. What we need here is our goalie to stop some pucks. I get that the shots from the golfers are like nightmarish. Okay, spring them. Quite the bounce there. Oh! Crash the net, baby. One-timer through the 5-hole. Now just skate around. They've all got 25 sticks they can throw at you. Try receiving a pass nicely for once. Send them deep. Send them deep. Send them deep. Do something. We win these? Oh, I thought for sure. Oh! They're playing like a 10-year-old kid in EA Online. You can't be clearing the puck when you're 1-on-0 like that. Can't just get in the habit of mashing the A button. Oh no. You can't let her shoot, dude. You can't let any of them shoot. It's a long game, okay? Still a lot of game left to play. The stick's getting thrown. Good clear, good clear. Now remember, your bench warmers, no slouches, man. Okay, just force them to the outside. That's unbelievable. You just can't stop that. Did you see the curveball they put on that? Like, look at the way this curves in the air. I can't be mad at my goalie for that. Like, look at that. Bro, the puck is too bouncy. My players cannot receive a pass. Oh. Whoa! How does that not go in? You hear the mashing? When you with mashes like that, just call me, what's the famous for making mashed potatoes? Nor sides. Oh! With mashes like that, just call me Alan Alda. Okay, I respect that. I respect that. That is a goal. You got to hand it to Cornelius Putson. That's one of the greatest shots I've ever seen in my life. I win the face-off. A little nothing burger right over the goalie's shoulder. Still a minute and 41 seconds. Plenty of time to screw it up. Bro, your skates. Your skates are too bouncy. You got to go for the hit. You got to stay on them. You got to play an aggressive game. It's not a positional game anymore. We're not just trying to park the bus. You can't let Cornelius Pudson take a shot, dude. But he's so good, it's hard to stop him. Huge. Oh my God. They put something in my BioSteel, man. My players can't receive passes anymore. Don't. 15 seconds. Send it up the wing. Jamie Lee Curtis did the thing. A little late on the stick throw. Oh my God, he's so fast. I can't. It's in. You got to embrace it. That was likely to be in. I was already ready for overtime. Receive a pass. Did we just win the game? Finally, the cup is ours. You bested us fair and square. These lands are yours now. I must admit that whole hockey thing was quite enjoyable. Any moment now, I'd hold on to my cap for dear life if I were you. Of course, the world always needs new hockey players. I mean, if I can get Chip Pudson on my team, it's over. Superstar unlocked. Willie Bree! He's back! He's back! Okay, slash mark. We'll call that tape to tape 1. And we'll try to run back one more. Expert mode. That being said, I'm going to have some more cashews. What flavor? Salt. Okay. Pine Nut, which is a town, but it's also a nut. Macadamia nut. That one used to always drive my mom crazy. She said, Harlan Pepper, you shouldn't be... You naming all those nuts again. Almond nut. Cashew nut. You know what I'm talking about? It is Best in Show, yeah. Great movie. Take the honky tonkin' down to Louisiana, gonna gonna. I'm just snacking. Everybody relax, okay? That's Jamie Lee Curtis's husband? Dude, he actually went Jamie Lee Curtis mode. That's the director? Bro, he played Harlan Pepper. Imagine trying to explain... You're trying to guest-splain to me? I am your mother. Please listen to me. Peanut, pine nut. What a movie, man. Also, 100%, I don't want to brag. Sure, you've seen Best in Show. Have you ever seen Best in Show while on an airplane? That was a goal. And then realized that the scene where Parker Posey and her husband first fight over the dog is in Vancouver Airport. The airport from which you are now flying to. I mean, it hits different. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is it hits different. Okay, any ever considered laying down a devastating body check on the opposition? Okay, send them. I'm sending myself. Oh, now that's dirty, man. Doing the salute right in front of their bench. It must be hard to program how the AI plays in a hockey game. Like, that's a sophisticated model. Did you just tell ChatGPT, write me a Unity function as if I'm making a hockey game? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Write me some code in the style of John Carmack for an indie hockey game. That's dirty. He got him. He bit, that's for sure. He definitely bit. Not a good play. Not a good play. I knew. You know what I thought about this when I went in? I said, Mia Mental, she gets random shot power and random shot accuracy. What if we just got close and pressed the button? And I think we got 99s on that. That's all it took. Jay, if you've ever played an NHL game in the two-dimensional era before, I mean, they've got to add like a super expert mode for people that grew up making Wayne Gretzky's head bleed. Because I'm just like, I'm a little too slick with it. I mean, like, you probably saw that one back on the playground. Whoops. The only thing I haven't done that's like an NHL 94 classic, I haven't just cheesed them with wraparounds yet. You think it still works? Yep. Alright. Now that is to the hockey classics right there. It looked like his stomach hurt. I hit him so bad. Alright, well, that's a 3-on-0. Life comes at you fast. Let's get up. Okay. Goalie's keeping us in it. Never thought I'd say it, but it's the truth. That's just an embarrassment. The refs keep beating the crap out of me. You're nuts. I'm telling you, you know how like everybody else is like, how are you so bad at first-person shooters? Well, because like instead of playing first-person shooters, I was out there playing like NHL 99. You got caught going northbound down a southbound freeway. You know, like this is my game right here. This is where my muscle memory comes from. Okay, I thought we'd set up there. We didn't. That's okay. It happens. I was made for this, or it was made for me. Poor son of a bitch. Oh! Yeah, resign already. What, have you been watching Levy videos? No tape-to-tape player with an ELO under 1,500 should ever resign. Now I got a bunch of 710 ELO players in my chat telling me, why'd you resign? Because losing isn't as fun as dominating. I've seen worse hockey games than this. When the World Juniors came to Canada, I can't remember who the first game was. Or sorry, when they came to Vancouver, because they're in Canada like every second year. The first game was like Canada versus Latvia or something like that. I'm pretty sure Canada won like 17-1. And I stayed for the whole thing. You don't get too many games like that in your life. Great stuff. He's free. He's sprung. He's skating backwards just to irritate you. I mean, that fart just knocked out like 7 people. Mouth must be their defense coach. We win. Is this online? No, but I'm obsessed with the Wild Frost final boss idea. I guess it's actually more like a Demon Souls thing. I think it would be cool to have it be like, let's get some more talents. To have it be, you make it all the way through the game. This is a little ambitious, I'll admit. You make it all the way through the game, and then maybe you fight the final boss, and then you fight somebody else's build that just beat the final boss. Chat, I have to ask you an important question. Is my wife gonna get the ick if I keep ordering salads at restaurants and she keeps ordering, like, steaks? Is that enough to give your wife the ick? It is? Oh, fuck. I gotta get coronary heart disease to maintain the dynamic in my relationship. That's uber ick? She's already got it? Could have fooled me. Call of Duty kids be like, oh, the game used to have better movement. The movement, just grappling hooks 24/7. I see those clips on Twitter all the time, too. It's always like, movement kids have started playing a new game. And then it's always like literally every 1/100th of a second, they're doing an action. It's crazy. You know what? Maybe it's they're jumping, they're grappling, hooking, they're seeing little specks 500 meters away and headshotting them instantly, and then doing like a concussive grenade jump onto the top of a roof or something like that that's not even supposed to be accessible. Like it's nutty. I was gonna say maybe I'm not bad at first-person shooters. Just maybe in my relatively older age, I need to pivot to like some of the like a true boomer shooter has got to be something like Arma, right? Where just some authority figure tells you to just watch like a window for 45 minutes and then shoot if you see any movement. And then I'll be like, "Hey boss, there's a guy in the window," and they'll say, "Okay, take the shot." And then I shoot them, and they're like, "Okay, back to base." That's my dream, man. You're not scoring that. Come on. Oh, dude, CS. I can't wait for CS too. The tape-to-tape of shooters. Damn, your tweet's kind of going off. I haven't been able to look since stream started. I'm doing my side gig right now. How's my viral tweet doing? It starts with one ring, a really short guy. One fateful night, he decided to fly. Keep the ring safe, you're about to be chased by a deadly ring race. It's so unreal. I wasn't even I was looking at chat the whole time there. Send him, send him, send him. CS2 just makes me impatient. I just can't believe they wouldn't give me early access when I played it for like 100 hours 10 years ago. Here we go. Now let's have some cashews real quick. You got to be scared of Cornelius Putson. He's too strong for you, traveler. Defenseman? Uh-oh. What? Cornelius is a weapon. He's too dangerous. Don't throw your stick at me. I'm going to need Angus McShaggy to get in front of the net, please. Oh, that's how you do it! It's just the way we set it up. Look at this play. You get the extra shot power for the pass. Take the shot. Rebound goes straight to McShaggy. It's over. Hang on, I got to pause real quick here because Tomo got scared by me yelling. He's got to leave. Don't let Cornelius Woodson get it. Almost sprung her. Oh, they broke the glass? That's a whistle, bro. That's a whistle. They broke the glass. That's no goal. The play should have been stopped for safety reasons. It's the only reason my keeper didn't stop it. It's because of the safety reasons. No. He's so fast, bro. He's so fast. No. I could just see Shaggy in front of the net. Couple of lucky point shots. Like Lenny Kravitz said, it ain't over till it's over. Stay in there. We crashed the net. That's how we play. If that went in, I was going to cry. Oh, McShaggy with the tip, but he didn't quite get the job done. Oh, come on. Some of these are low percentage, but we're relying on our perks to help us out. Run. He's too fast. Go. Don't throw a stick. Don't throw your stick at me. You just couldn't quite get me, huh? So you had to throw your stick at me. Oh, we needed that one. First goal of the season. Our stay-at-home defenseman, I.C. Wiener. Oh, okay. One more period to go. Down by one, you're saying there's a chance. They threw the stick. I had to take a shot. She's so fast. She's so fast. He's so fast. That not going in is everything I need. That's all I need to feel like maybe this is my Cinderella story. Maybe this is Kismet. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! Oh, baby. I thought him getting up was going to screw this whole thing up for us, but I mean, I think our goalie's done a great job of keeping us in it. Nothing but respect for my goalie president. I knew it! I saw it happen. I saw Chloe get it, pass it to the X-ray shot, pass it to shoot it so Angus could tip it. I saw the whole thing laid out in front of me like it was turn-based. Oh, baby. Oh, no! We opened the floodgates! Oh, him, me, him, me, him. I don't even think Angus was involved on that one. I think it just went straight through. Look at your hymns now. Back at me. Now your hymns are now diamonds. Great save. We really got to hand it to Jose Teodor today. He did a great job for us. Move him around. Oh, we almost got a greasy one. We almost got another greasy one. 40 seconds remain. Please skate as if you're actually a hockey player. That's why you don't let Cornelius shoot, man. Look at this. Look at Black Helmet. Can you get the lead out, man? What did you eat for lunch? That could have been in 31 seconds. You gotta do something here. Any shot could kill you with the way these guys shoot. Oh, never mind. What a play. What a play. You feed her, she feeds you. You feed yourself. Does sound like they're saying tape, tape. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get it around. Oh no, what a pass. Cornelius Putson, man. It's not over yet. It's not over. And we lost the face-off. Just toss it, man. Oh, what the hell was that? Get it out! Oh, they still got a face-off. In their zone. We win these. We win these. Holy cow. Scary times for me. Can you believe it? 6-1 win? I mean 6-5 win? He's a gamer. 36 shots. New spin unlocked. Spinorama. The Kelly Jelly Classic. Fortnite loading screen. We're going to play SAP, and I'll tell you why. I haven't been able to play SAP this week, except for when we played, I think, on Monday. Like, I don't even have... I think I just used the last YouTube video that I have in reserve, so there won't be one tomorrow, because my daughter is in between daycares. So the time when I normally record SAP, I'm doing, like, parental stuff. So it would be good to get some SAP. This is the balance part. This is like when you order, you know, chicken teriyaki, the whole plate can't just be chicken teriyaki. Some of it's got to be rice, some of it's got to be cabbage, and you learn to enjoy it. My brain is a lot better now on Thursday than it was on Monday when I had no idea what I was doing this weekly and had I would just describe it as some insanely bad performances, quite frankly. I don't know anything about this weekly. I'll be a fatherly advisor. Finally, he plays a good game. Pardon me, Tape to Tape is a great game. We don't have to pit these games against one another. You know, that's what they want. That's what the film industry wants, is for people to spend all their time arguing whether a 7 out of 10 game is actually a 6 out of 10 game, and then they're too lazy to go see anything but the new Marvel movie at the Cineplex. Peacock, always good. He will not divide us! My boss messaged me the other day and said he wanted to talk along with "Don't worry, you're not in trouble." Do you think he watches your stream? No, honestly, he just sounds like a nice individual. We've talked about it before quite a lot, but worst thing is when you get a message that's like, we need to talk. It comes in from my mom sometimes. We need to talk. And then I send her like a gulp, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, it's about your dad's birthday present. It's always like, we need to talk, ... Call me when you get a chance, ... Then I call, and it's like, where should we go for dinner when you come home? And I'm like, I don't know. I thought someone died. I don't mind talking to my mom. In fact, quite the opposite. I enjoy talking to my mom. We had a nice, cozy little brunch when I was home. Then had great conversations. But, like, in text, there's got to be some etiquette. There's got to be, like... I mean, basically, you have to do what your boss did. You have to say, we need to talk, don't worry, you're not in trouble. You have to sign Sherry's birthday card. This team is going to clear me easy. I think I was doing well, and then I lost it. They changed what it was, and now the new it is scary and unfamiliar. Hello. I saw all the photos. They're very cute. Hi, honey. She's got such a big smile on her face.
On the way, she's like, Mommy, I'm hungry. I want to go home. I'm like, yeah, but let me get there. We can get food. And she's like, no, I want to go home. So I'm like,
oh,
I have
no.
to, like, bribe her. And then she was, like, all, like, not happy. So I got her, like, a cookie and the apple juice. And she was like,
Tim Hortons, baby.
And then,
I never thought it would be my own flesh and blood betraying me by going to Tim Hortons.
And then she got like tingles a little bit, and then she got sour fruit, and then we had to walk all the way back to Big Cross, and then all the way back to the car. It was like a great experience.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Because I couldn't jaywalk, you know, like the.
I appreciate that. It's not good to jaywalk with your baby. Because they don't respect that you have to go fast. Sometimes you'll be crossing the street and they'll just like yank their hand out of your hand. Why do you think kids like trucks? It is an interesting question. Kids love like construction equipment and seeing construction work being done. I think they just like, they're kids, maybe it's just as simple as what chat's saying, which is just that they're large. Like they enjoy big machinery. But I think there's also an element of like kids' brains are like really designed to enjoy like order, disorder, and like patterns and stuff like that. So seeing like a jackhammer like destroy something taps into the childlike id. And then seeing like a crane pick up like a piece of cement and put it on top of another piece of cement is like the other, it's the yin to the jackhammer yang, which is like building a block tower and then kicking over someone else's block tower. I mean, you can still be like that. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with you if you still enjoy trucks or whatever. I'm just saying kids really, like, they go crazy over trucks. We are not going to 10 this week. Me is 4 squatted. You guys going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I got no problem with either Therapy or Karen Gillian. But I did think it was... maybe she asked before she posted it, but she said in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 being in theaters this Friday, here's a picture of the time I showed up for couples therapy, but I forgot that I had filming that day. And she was just in her Nebula makeup. And I was like, damn, shorty. Maybe, like, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to insert myself into your relationship, but maybe your husband doesn't want everyone to know that he's in couples therapy with his celebrity wife. People might start taking shots. She might have asked. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be parasocial about it. I'm just... I'm just saying. Her husband's a sketch comedian. I know. He's like me. He's a nobody. She was in Jumanji. I don't know. He might be famous. I don't know anything about England, okay? Yeah, what if he was like, you work too much? That would have been a great own. I don't know if that's what couples therapy is about. But I bet if he was like, I think my wife works too much, and she was like, that's not true. Look at my shooting schedule. He could be like, Karen, you're literally in Nebula makeup right now. It must be hard to be really funny and be in couples therapy. There must be so many opportunities where you're just biting your tongue like, I could absolutely eviscerate my partner right now. But instead, you gotta go... I understand. You gotta swallow the bits for like an hour. Yeah, exactly. Did you watch Baby J yet? No, I was gonna watch it last night. I even went to Netflix while I was making thumbnails. But then I was logged into Netflix Kids because my daughter had watched Peppa Pig on my lap while I was sending some important emails once. And I said, here's where I'm at with Netflix. I said, it's too much work to have to swap profiles, even though it's like 3 clicks. So I don't even remember what I did. I think I watched Coney and Alpha Rad play Chicken Little for the Nintendo Wii instead. Maybe it was the GameCube, I don't know. I thought you were going to say you just watched Peppa Pig. You should be married to Karen Gillian, because that was really funny. That would have been much funnier. I prefer Coco Melon. Come on, Cobalt. Like, listen, I'll give you a +2 because I understand the joke, obviously. But nobody prefers Coco Melon to Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig, at least there's occasional humor. Fine. There's an occasional story. Coco Melon, I mean, I'm not anti-Coco Melon necessarily, but, I mean, I give me Pink Fong over Coco Melon any day of the week as far as I'm concerned. Coco Melon, I previously thought was like possibly a psyop to dumb down our nation's youth. But Pink Fong goes crazy. Like, there's all these Pink Fong videos about, like, don't throw plastic into the ocean. And then my wife got a plastic water bottle to, like, she bought it from the airport to take on the airplane. And my daughter was like, Mommy, no. That's, like, bad for the fish. I was like, she's learning something from these videos. I agree, it is kind of based. It's also kind of, like, really annoying because, like, sometimes, you know, in real life you end up just receiving plastic, but it is... But it is kind of based as well, I suppose, in so many ways, such as... She do be saying she's going to save the Earth. I mean, she's a little Lisa Simpson, a little bit, for sure. Like, definitely... Kate will +2 me on this one, or back me up. Sometimes when we go to the aquarium, I'll ask her, like, what was your favorite exhibit? And she's like, this will probably sell you to fit. Yeah, so we can buy you. She'll say the plastic exhibit. Now, there is a plastic exhibit. It's always like, check out this plastic that washed up on the shores of British Columbia, like 5 years after the tsunami in Japan. But, like, there's also, like, penguins and sea lions and... You know, there's no cetaceans anymore, but there's, like, some serious animals. There's cute little otters and stuff. And she's like, nah, man, I'm not about all that. I love the plastic, where the sea lions kiss, so the story goes. Someone in here is Marineland pilled. Alright, time to start winning again. Yes, we are. We're getting rid of the penguins, which honestly I think is good, just because they don't do anything. I don't mean like I wish they would do something. I mean I wish they would like construct a habitat where they actually felt compelled to engage with their surroundings. But instead, I think they were supposed to be in. It was like a temporary exhibit for the penguins, so they just had like a pool and like a little cave with some rocks. But then COVID happened, so they got sheltered in place in the Vancouver Aquarium for like 3 years. Every time we went, it was just like the penguins, they don't swim or anything. They just stand there like huddled around each other, like looking at the people that are looking at them. Those penguins were clearly not happy. It's good that they're, I think they're going to the Edmonton Zoo. I give them, you have my blessing, let's put it that way. Also, hey, check this out. This is my thumb, right? You remember it was like probably December 20th when it got destroyed, okay? It's looking pretty okay now. I mean, it's got that like little V in it. That's not great, but it's 10 times, it's actually like probably 5,000 times better than it used to be. It's just a little like abrasive. That's the only thing that's going on. You may remember in February, I went to a doctor who seemed to insinuate that I was trying to get Percocet by asking him what I could do about my thumbnail. He said, well, I can give you a referral to a dermatologist if you want. And I said, yeah, that would be nice. He said it could take up to 18 months for them to get back to you. I said, okay, well, like, I don't know. Do it. I'm sorry, I need medical attention, I think, so do it anyway. Let me get a sheep out here, please. Sell me, place me, roll me. Truly, madly, deeply do. So I didn't even know that this is a country in which I live. I didn't know that this is how the Canadian medical system works. He told me he got me a referral for a dermatologist that day. He said they'll contact you. You don't contact them. You're such a little ant in the world of medicine. Don't you dare try to contact a doctor. What, do you think a patient should be able to find a doctor? That's ridiculous. No. If you're lucky, they'll come talk to you. So we got a letter in the mail 3 months later from a doctor I've never heard of in my life that said, hey, just so you know, you have an appointment at the dermatologist Thursday, May the whatever, at 1:15 p.m. At no moment did I consult with them and say this would be a good time for me. Sorry, like most people, like I work in those hours, like that's tough for me. I get that the doctor also works in those hours. They sent a letter, and then they said, I've never heard of them before in my life. They said, if you don't call us back ASAP to confirm this appointment, we'll consider it a cancellation and charge you $125. Little bro, I don't know who you are. I've never talked to you in my entire life, and you had the audacity to basically send me a threat in the mail? So I'm probably won't have time to do it today, but tomorrow I'm calling them back and I'm saying, get bent. Mother Nature did your job for you. My thumbnail grew back just fine. And I'm sure they'll be like, oh, that's validating that it just fixed itself. So you didn't really need me at all. No, I needed your ass to cut my thumbnail off 3 months ago, but you were too busy, probably because 90% of the admin stuff is not even related to medicine. It's just getting to backlog dermatological appointments that are no longer necessary, that were necessary 18 months ago. Anyway, you're absolutely right. If I don't take the dermatologist appointment, the original doctor is probably going to be like, oh yeah, he did just want painkillers. See? You're right. Can't win, man. Wouldn't you have just taken the appointment if you wanted painkillers? No, because now my thumb looks good. Now I got to come up with another excuse. So I got to do like a Diener and drop a heavy metal pipe on my leg or something like that to get some OxyContin. I'm happy it's healed. I'm just annoyed at the glacial pace of our medical system. That's true. There is a guy in Gastown now, and apparently he just sells laboratory-tested crack cocaine, like crack cocaine and cocaine itself, heroin, MDMA, and meth out of a bike trailer. What the hell am I? And he probably makes house calls, man. Why do I have to? I gotta wait 8 months for a dermatologist to look at my thumbnail and tell me to go fuck myself. I could just send that guy a message on WhatsApp. He could have some pure Colombian cocaine in my house within like 5 minutes. That's why we've got to deregulate medicine and let the free. I'm just joking. One day the police are gonna probably. Well, I don't want to say it. It won't be a great outcome for him, I'm sure. Anyway, we have a lot of fun here. They have urgent care in Canada. They do. But I haven't been to an urgent care in a year, I guess. We're coming up on the year of the Campylobacter. Typically, the way that it had been for a while was you basically, I know it's called urgent care, but you, instead of going to urgent care for something that came up urgently, you go to urgent care after you've had something that forced you to call your doctor, but your doctor said, like, sorry, I'm too busy to see you. So you basically had to clear your schedule and then show up at urgent care at like 9 a.m. Because if you showed up later than the doors actually opened, they would be at capacity and couldn't take any more appointments that day, including for people who had actual urgent stuff, like, you know, dropping a cinder block on their big toe or something like that. I'm rolling to benefit the Okapi for no other reason than that. I hate it here. Not in Canada. I mostly like it here. Plus, I hear, you know, like my brother-in-law's a doctor. I tell him like these horror stories, and then he's like, yeah, it's pretty much the same in America. And I'm like, really? It just makes me madder, because I'm like, now I'm like, I don't have a leg to stand on. Because everyone's being treated unfairly, but at least mine is like heavily subsidized by the government. We're getting 4 wins here. By the way, hello, Chibli. Hello. Act 3 of what, Chib? I've broken my brain, because I can't think of that expression anymore without having like, Act 3 of what, Chib? Aquaman? I subbed to this guy for 96 months and get nothing? You frickin' suck? Malf, what are you talking about? What happened? I said Ice Invicta. I didn't see Malf. That's just an oversight. Were you even talking? I didn't see. I look at chat pretty regularly. I just, I must have missed you. You did not say hi, Sinvicta? I thought about it. I definitely saw Sinvicta say, I recall that he said, Jamie Lee Curtis mode, huh? I said, aren't you always in Gastown? And everybody laughed. Sure you did. Sure you did. Okay, apparently Chad is saying you actually said, aren't you always in Gaston? Which is a different thing. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis mode is real. Chad's backing me up and I appreciate it. I'm gonna pop you up there. I don't know what to do, man. Put Flea on the team. I don't have a band, but I feel like if you put Flea on the team, you're chilling. Probably the most talented member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because I have no idea how to evaluate drummers. Flea's a bassist. I know Flea's a bassist. I'm saying I don't know how good Chad Smith is as a drummer. He's keeping the beat. He's going Frishikante. Frishikant. Ikant. I don't know. I think I'm more Flea pilled than Frishikante pilled, because he was not in The Big Lebowski. John Frishikante was not in The Big Lebowski. Flea was. So I give him some credit for that. He's not called that? I'm getting a lot of heat here. People are saying, why do you disrespect the Red Hot Chili Peppers so much? Because they're not very good. They have like 4 songs that are good and 1,000 songs that make me want to die. What are the 4 songs? Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to think of which Red Hot Chili Pepper songs I actually enjoy. Under the Bridge, I feel like has to be in there. Even though I think I'm embarrassed to say it because I think Justin's here, and Under the Bridge is definitely like a little cheesy. Zephyr song? Nah, I'm not. If we're taking anything off By the Way, then I'm taking Can't Stop. Can't Stop is it's got a certain je ne sais quoi. What the French call a certain I don't know what. Danny California? No, definitely not. That's no, listen. Sorry. It's a little rude. I'm not going to deny that, but come on. Danny California, come on. In the words of Diedrich Bader from Office Space, I think in my line of work, someone would get their ass kicked if they said something like that. I mean, now, of course, in Office Space, he's saying someone's got a case of the Mondays. You may remember from that vaunted cinematic classic. I can't believe this is a draw, dude. I kind of like All Around the World, but I think it's just because it's like the most Red Hot Chili Peppers song that's ever been made. Like all he does in that song is be like a little bit offensive, name cities around the world, and talk about doing people in them. That's like everything in all of the... That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers encapsulated into a single song. He's like, he basically says he would like eat a Martian out. And then, I don't know why he says the things that he says at the end of the song. I don't think they should have... I don't think they should have greenlit the part of the song where he just makes noises, but... You know, if they put that on a Peloton ride, I would keep pedaling. I wouldn't stop pedaling. It was a different era back then. It was the 90s. People were less sensitive, probably. I don't know. I was more sensitive. I was probably like 10 when that came out, though. Who would you give more output to, the Red Hot Chili Peppers or the Foo Fighters? I hate to say it, because like I think that Dave Grohl is like, he seems like a really good dude. And Anthony Kiedis doesn't seem like as good of a dude as Dave Grohl. But I think the Red Hot Chili Peppers discography is at least a little bit more interesting. I don't know, I just can't get down with the Foo Fighters. It's like, I know we've been through this before, and I'm not, it brings me, there's some bands where I'm like, I love to hate them. Like, I kind of love to hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But then the Foo Fighters, it brings me no pleasure to say that I think that they suck. Because I think that they're like, they seem like nice dudes. But when I think of like generic radio rock, it's, the Foo Fighters are the first band that comes to mind every single time. Everlong's a good song. My Hero's a good song. Big Me. That's like, that's it for me. Maybe Learn to Fly. This is a human trafficker. Listen, I'm separating the art from the artist. I think they both suck. Kind of. That's Foo Fighters kind of, they just sound like rock music. At least the Red Hot Chili Peppers, when you hear a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you're like, oh, this is the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sounds like you only know the Foo Fighter songs that were on the radio. Yeah, because I didn't buy their albums because the songs on the radio were uninspiring. Look at this idiot. He didn't buy the albums to listen to the seventh best song on an album of a band he doesn't like. Then don't judge them. They put themselves out there to be judged. Oh, you don't like the Foo Fighters? Oh, you haven't heard the acoustic version of Everlong live in Rio de Janeiro that I downloaded off of Napster 17 years ago? Is recorded with someone's iRiver Talkboy MP3 player? It's so sad to me that this is like the best run I've had this week. How embarrassing. How droll, Niles. Level 3 frog, though. Okay, who can play that game? We have a chance. I can't believe, dude, we're going to 8. Oh, baby. I don't believe it. But again, I take a certain amount of pleasure in annoying Red Hot Chili Peppers fans. Maybe it's a bad habit, but it's the truth, okay? I take no pleasure in annoying the Foo Fighters fans, because again, they seem like affable people. It's like, I like Jack Black. If I didn't like Jack Black, I would be disappointed to tell people that I didn't like Jack Black. You know what I mean? Because everybody likes Jack Black. He seems like a nice guy. If someone's an asshole, you'll be like, hey, apropos of nothing at all, like, frick Kevin Spacey, and everyone's like, frick Kevin Spacey, frick Kevin Spacey. But no, if you don't like, you know, Joe Manganiello, you don't just go. I'm literally in the process of doing it right now.
She's like, she's all done.
Okay.
So when you're done, you can pick her up.
All right, no problem. Hey, thank Stepanitis for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I'm just saying, you don't step out of line to insult someone likable. It's only when you're asked. Okay. Slash marker. Sap. I wasn't late. All right, I am leaving. Hi, Tomo. It does suck to get caught mid-bid. I got a full head of steam like Bo Horvat, charging in shorthanded into the offensive zone, and then I tripped and lost the puck like Bo Horvat after he got traded to the New York Islanders. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, or your good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're playing Jackbox tomorrow. How's my viral tweet doing? It starts with one ring, a really short guy, one fateful night, he decided to fly, keep the ring safe, you're about to be chased by a deadly ring race, so